morning. It's Monday, August the 2nd. Where does the time go? Well, that's a good question. And what do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. I learned that this week. I thought it was so cute. And then I had another one too. Hang on, it was, I'm not good at jokes, but I wondered why the baseball was getting bigger. And then it hit me. I thought that was cute too. Oh boy. Well, we have 27 days of inventory. Yay, 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 yay. And I better put my earphones on because you probably can't hear me as well. You know me, I'm always running. Thought maybe Jimmy might join us, but I don't see him yet, but you never know. You never know. He just might show up. Yeah, the median price is 405. Good news, bad news. Good for the people that get more equity when they sell their home. And it's going to cost people a little bit more money if they buy a home. And it's not that much more money, $44 a month, I think it is. Jimmy always says it's less than $2 a day, just when it goes up, inches up a little bit. And that's about what we've just done. So not the end of the world, but we don't like it going up too much. So we did 132 listings this weekend. Yay. How great is that? How great is that? Let me get out of here. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, my love. Good to see you. And we have 3,407 available single family homes. And we listed we have over 1,000, about 1,068. I think that says 1,076, but I think I didn't update that one. Yeah. Actually, it's 1,086. Yeah. It's 1,086 single family homes under 400,000. How great is that? And we just listed 68 homes under 400,000. So I like that $400,000 mark because right at that is about the break where the rents can become, people stop and think, well, do I want to rent or do I want to buy? And I think that's really a good number to use. And I don't want it to go higher than that. So we got to get it lower than 405. I predict it will get lower. I don't know what you all think, but there is not as much going on like there was. When it comes to the frenzy, I think things have slowed down, possibly because of this summer, possibly because of more sellers. So there's more active listings coming on, more variety. So lots of those things are happening. I mean, if you can remember, we didn't have 3,400 single family homes. We had like 2,400 single family homes. So things have picked up in that department, which we're happy about. One of the things that we are doing is we're selling 132 homes a day. That's good. Now, it's funny, in August, in 9 days, we've had almost 2 weekends, right? So I figure that number might pick up as time goes on. We shall see. I've been tracking the non-owner occupied sales because I don't want people to think that the big guys are coming to get us. The big guys already got us back when we had homes under 100,000, 120,000. And so now, if anybody watched my show on Saturday, I'm going to show you what the big guys are doing. If you didn't see it, I will show you now. Let me get back down here, my little corner. The big guys, Blackstone and the Vici group are buying casinos. Yes, look at all those casinos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 as of Saturday. And they're paying big money, but they're buying the real estate and then leasing the casino back to the operators. So I think that that's where the big guys are putting their money in Vegas, is in the casinos. And that's good news for us on many, many fronts. It gives the operators more money to do renovations or expand or whatever they want to do, maybe pay out more jackpots. That would be great. This is just a really interesting, when I started delving into whether the big guys were coming after our real estate, like they are in many other cities. And one thing led to another, and then I find this out. So it's all really good information. So when people think that the Blackstones and the Vicis are coming in and they're going to buy hundreds and hundreds of homes, it isn't happening. And just to that point, I do track the non-owner occupied homes. And when I track them, I actually go through the detail. Hi, Frank. Good morning. Good morning. I actually go through the detail of, and I sort them by owners. So I can pick out the big companies pretty easily, because there's only 9,500 sales so far this year of non-owner occupieds. So it was pretty easy to go through and see that there's a lot of just single people buying homes. There's some buying 9 homes, some buying 10 homes, some, in the early 2000s, late 1900s, John and I would put together groups and we would buy homes as a group. And because they were going up, and we bought homes that generally had tenants in them already. Go figure that, right? And we buy the home, and then everybody would either not have to pay rent or throw in maybe a few bucks, because back then the rents were 80 cents a square foot, not like today. And the mortgage were higher. So we tried to buy for cash. We tried not to have debt. So anyway, it did work out. And then, 3-4 years later, we sold those homes, and we had LLCs. We created an LLC and had, so many members in it, and so on and so forth. And we did that for years, both with land, both with professional, commercial, and with housing. So find out, where you want to put your money. Maybe you have some friends and family or whatever that want to throw in 100,000, 50,000, 25,000. I think we had our minimum investment was 25,000. So we wanted to limit the number of members, because I had one LLC that had 28 members, and we were buying big parcels of land and flipping them pretty quickly. And it was a lot of work, because I was the manager. It was a lot of work. And it's, you've got to dot your I's, cross your T's. So if you're going to do an LLC and structure some of these things, I would recommend, maybe 4 or 5 people. And an odd number is better, because you need a tiebreaker, or it depends on how the LLC is written too. Ours was written so that if we got people in the LLC that weren't into real estate, right? Some were, some weren't. But as a manager, we had our attorney draw up 2 clauses in there that were very clear, that we were the only ones that could make the real estate decisions. And if they didn't want to get in the LLC and have that type of control, and it was usually me and Tony and John that were the managers. And so it was, we wanted 3 managers, tiebreaker situation again. But we could make the decision when to buy, when to sell, so on and so forth. And it worked out well for years and years and years. So, John and I are not doing that anymore, but y'all might want to think about doing that. It's if you get enough people, it really works well. And especially if you're in it for the long haul. I know one of our investments we held for 3 months. I mean, the land just they announced, they made an announcement that I forget what big box was moving in the area where we had land, and our land just went up 40%, and we sold it and then bought some cheaper land. And it's just like when you buy a house, there's a point at which maybe you want to sell it because there's a newer home that might appreciate more in a better area. So you've got to be flexible. And that's why we decided that 3 of us would be the decision makers, and the rest of the people, we had 10, 12 people sometimes. They respected that. As long as you make people money, they love you. Oh, dear. I knew Jimmy was coming today. How did I know that? There he is. Hold on. I'm going to get him. Well, good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see you.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
My voice all the time. So it's good to have somebody not only that isn't mine, but that they love to hear as well.
Good. Cool. Thanks.
I was just talking about one thing, and I don't think you were on my show last week, when I know there's a lot of concern about the non-owner occupied buyers right now. And some of the agents are thinking, oh, Blackstone's going to come in, and Vici's going to come in, and these big hedge funds and REITs are going to come in and buy our rental, or buy our houses. And they're going to knock us out of the market because they're cash buyers. Well, I dug a little deeper, Jimmy. There's 9,538 non-owner occupied sales this year, and I sorted them by owner. There's some mom and pops that have LLCs of 9 or 10, and they bought 9 or 10 homes. But for the most part, they're onesies and twosies. They're not the big guys. So I dug deeper, and guess where they're putting their money? Blackstone and Vici have bought 16 casinos this year.
Wow.
I know. And so they're buying the real estate and then, of course, renting back to the casinos. So they're not after us. They're after the big guys making the big bucks.
I appreciate you doing this research, because I had an insurance broker that called me last week and said, are these big companies coming in here and buying all this property? Now I know what to tell them. It's the casinos they're buying.
Exactly.
Cool.
And I have the list, and I've been updating it on our stat sheet. So from January through March, they bought 2,971 homes, the non-owner occupieds. April to June, they bought 4,509, which was kind of a frenzy time. And then from July to September, they bought 2,192 for a total of 9,538. But that's 30% of our market. So, but non-owner occupieds have always been investing in Vegas.
Right.
And a lot of those are people that are moving up. So now they're non-owner occupied as well. So lots of good information. And when I dug deep and found out that the hedge funds and the REITs and Wall Street are buying casinos and then leasing them back to the casinos, the casino property, I thought, wow, aren't we lucky?
Yeah. Well, they would definitely even add to the frenzy if they were buying, but it looks like they're not. So that's good.
Yeah, it is good. They bought a couple, but I mean, I don't even think, I think Blackstone maybe bought 2 or 3 in January, but
not
who knows what that was about. Yeah.
Right.
Could have been just different. Well, Jimmy, what have you been up to? Working hard?
Yeah. Key Realty School has me doing pre-licensing there. So I get a chance to see all the new baby agents come in and see how excited they are about getting into real estate. But they added 30 hours of pre-license. I'm sure you know all these requirements we've talked about in the law class. And the 30 hours, Mike Fedorowicz came in the other day and said, look, it's not really fair for somebody to get out of real estate school and not be able to fill out a contract. And we've been relying on the brokers to train them. But brokers get so busy, they don't get them trained. And the public ends up getting an agent that doesn't know how to write a contract. Right. And I have some agents that work with me they've been doing this for a while, but they don't write contracts enough to be really good at it. Yes. So there's some skill level there that we're deficient in the skill area for a lot of our profession. We call it a profession.
Yeah. And I know in our classes, we're always going over the contract, and it changes. Mm-hmm. And it used to be a page, and now it's what?
10
pages?
Yep, 10.
Wow.
And that's if you don't have a smart home addendum, or if you have a smart home addendum, now it's 11.
And there's a lot of legalese in there. And I think we found that one of the items was 86 words or 118 words. How does somebody understand a sentence that's 118 words?
Right. And there's a few sentences in there like that. It's not just one. It's not just an isolated event. It's no wonder agents have a hard time understanding it and explaining it to someone else. It's complex. It
really is very complex. Yeah. One of the things that you missed last week was that there's 130 people moving to Vegas every day, and 44% of them are coming from California. And so that made me think about the advertising that perhaps agents are doing or they're not doing. And I thought I would give you all some insight into a topic, of course, near and dear to my heart, is Facebook ads. Mm-hmm. And the Facebook ads in 2021 are very different than they've been before. Let's see if I can't move this around so we can. Yeah, I can read it. So we tracked down 21 of the most effective Facebook ads in 2021. And we analyzed what makes them work so well and outlined their strategies for you so you can put them to work in your next campaign. And you don't need a massive budget, a team of data scientists or creative geniuses to create high-performing Facebook ads. And we teach that. I mean, we teach it, and it's not difficult. It is time consuming, but once you create a couple and they work, then they just keep running and they keep filling up those lead buckets. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is let's see here. I wanted to show people some ads. This is one that Redfin runs. Jimmy, if I hide you, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hide you so that
please do.
and I'm going to put myself in the corner too, so people can see this. So Redfin clearly communicates their value prop to buyers that they can get listings 3 hours before other apps. Since homes are selling faster than ever, this is extremely appealing. So tour homes fast. And Redfin is doing this. And there's a lot of apps that take, a lot of time, and some apps don't upload the IDX except for maybe once every day. So if it, like Agent Formula does it in the evening, so that they late at night, I think 1 a.m., so that by the next day you've got all the latest listings. So and they can advertise that just like Redfin does. And then Redfin also does another ad. Let's see where it is. Yeah, Redfin shows you every home for sale, which we have an ad like that too. Search all the available homes in Las Vegas. And if looking at listings on your website includes access to similar data, use that in the call to action. Like your dream home is within reach. Now we've created landing pages for every price range. So you can run 10 ads and hit every different price range. And that's really sophisticated target marketing. You're just not putting one ad out there, perhaps for $20. You're putting 10 ads out there for $2 a piece. But you're going to get more engagement because you're more targeted. So this is a good idea that they're doing the listing details, but they're not hyper targeting. So yes, and in a few slides, I'm going to show you how you find out how many ads they're running. So it's really interesting. And then, oops, I went the wrong way, I guess. Hold, please. And then they do recruiting too, Jimmy, as a broker. This, it says show homes, attend inspections, and more as an associate agent, earning competitive pay for every event. So join Redfin today. So they're also competing, against all the other brokers. And let's see, targeting. So Redfin has a migration tool that they use, and 24% of buyers in the Bay Area are looking for homes elsewhere. More than 50% are looking in 5 locations. The data shows it'll be smart to advertise your listings in the Bay Area. So, we've talked about this many times. When we do our targeting in our ad class, we find out where people are moving from, and that's where we locate our ads. And that's basically what this is saying. And then, let's see, Realtor.com, they highlight new construction. And, y'all can go out and take a picture and do the same thing. Then you have, this is really cool. So John Travolta is selling his massive oceanfront marine mansion for $5 million. So this is basically just a teaser ad. And it's because people love to see inside these homes. And since, this happened to be on Realtor.com, you don't have to just advertise homes that are in Las Vegas. You want people to see what's going on in the other. You become an informative agent, and you're telling people, well, look what's going on. Look what John Travolta did. And then you can say, click here to see what's going on in Vegas with multi-million-dollar homes, right? So you can use all these, what other people do, as tips to create your own advertising. And then this one was really cool. That moment you realize your home is as narrow as your phone. So there's very few story ads that with a swipe up call to action. And we teach that in our class as well. And these ads are effective because it looks like a regular story, not just an ad. So we do that a lot. Why, that keeps coming back. Did I go through 10 already? Yes, okay. I got 10 more. Hold, please. I got more. There's more. I went out and found all these neat things to show everybody. And then this is a team ad, and this is a traditional listing ad. And it just highlights the home. And what people want to see, of course, are very good pictures. We talk about that a lot. And the use of bullet points makes the text easy to read for people who just want the highlights. So I thought that was very smart where the check marks are. You know, even though there's more verbiage about that home, they took the time to create check marks, and they did a little bit of photoshopping or however they did it. And then if you notice down here, they did a bit.ly of the of where you can click to see that particular home. And the reason why they did that, Jimmy, is because if you, even on our Agent Formula website, when we click on a home, that information is coming from the IDX, and their URLs are so long. I mean, that URL would probably be 3 lines of that ad, and people aren't going to click on it because a long URL looks like spam. So they were very smart to just cut that down and do a bit.ly. You can go to bit.ly.com and you can give them the long URL, and they'll return a short URL for you to use in place of that. So that's a really, it used to be free. I think there's still a trial that's free, but it's like $5-6 a month, I believe. Maybe Frank could check that for me. He's my checker. When I say something wrong or I don't know the answer, Frank comes back with it. So I forget how bit.ly.com, how much it is. But yeah, it used to be free. And now Googly has one as well. So you can do a Googly or you can do a bit.ly. And then here's a coming soon messenger ad. Now everybody knows that you can get people to message you now in ads. And it's extremely effective because it's highly personal. And it says, this kitchen is hot. I cannot disclose all the details of our latest listing until it hits the market. But if you want to be the first to be notified, send us a message now. That is so compelling, I can't tell you. And look at the beautiful picture. Wow. That's just really cool. Yes. Yes. Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Very good point. Yeah. Good point. Two there, 6 here. Hang on, let me find the rest of them. Hide that one. And then we have more. Okay. So here's a different one. Not every ad has to send traffic to your website or landing page. Sometimes the goal should be engagement. As you know, if people like it or comment on it, you can actually reach them on Facebook and message them, say, thank you for liking my ad. If you're interested in real estate, text me, please. And that's because they're on because when you get engagement on Facebook, that means those people have a page on Facebook, and so you can message them. That's an important thing people don't realize. You just play it forward so that you can get engagement without even, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be selling something. It can just be giving good information, and then people will respond. And it says, if you want to use an angle like this, but also get website traffic, simply reply to the comments with a link to your local fixer-uppers for sale, for instance, because people that like this are people that are interested in either remodeling or buying a fixer-upper. So that's kind of a hook ad, I call it. And then what do we have here? So here's somebody from Compass looking to buy or sell in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Lily is your local expert on all things real estate. Get in touch today. So she's just telling everybody that, she is the expert in the suburbs. And I guess they're saying that COVID has and will forever change the way we work, specifically where we work. So many are leaving the cities for more space in the suburbs, or at least considering it. So it's a strong time. It's a strong time to lean into this message. And it gives you a leg up on your conversation and on your competition, because people in the city likely don't have an agent in the suburbs yet. Well, we're not a big city like Philadelphia or Los Angeles, but I'm sure that you can use something like, looking for more space now or something like that, but because people are looking for more space. Do you think we have suburbs, Jimmy? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And buy now while prices are reasonable with the interest rates. And then, so this one, advertising listings on Facebook does work, and it works best when you choose a listing like this one that has curb appeal and a money shot of the exterior, meaning that a professional took this picture, and it's got a really good angle to it. The copy is very crisp, meticulously renovated, nestled in the most protected block, and and iconic boulder amenities. So words matter, and you know, you often talk about the book, the Zillow, right? And what's the name of that book? Zillow Talk. Yeah, yes, Zillow Talk. And words matter. And this particular, this gentleman, Steve, he nailed it. And he says, spend time crafting your serious buyers, and they'll read them all. So I thought this was really a nice ad as well. And of course, then at the bottom, he's has a call to action to schedule a showing. So here you go with at what price would you sell your home? Now I have to tell you, everybody, that the blog that we posted, I got a postcard. I don't know if I have it here. I think I don't, but it's like, at what crazy price would you sell your home? And so I might jazz that up a little bit. And instead of saying, at what price would I sell my home, I would say, at what crazy price would I sell my home? And if you look at your blog that we just ran for everybody, that's the title of it. And it seems to resonate with people because it's a catcher, you know. This is kind of bland, so I think I jazz it up. But it's still, yes. What we said in our blog is, what is your I'd be crazy not to sell price? What is your I'd be crazy not to sell price? And we put that in quotes with a question mark. And yeah, that seems to be very effective. And it's also good for a postcard campaign. We're gonna do one of those in Red Rock. You know, at what crazy price would you sell your home? So yeah, I like that a lot. And these people had the right idea, but they could have jazzed it up a little bit, especially with the market. And then just, oh yeah, yeah. It's mind blowing. It's the one where the brain's blowing up. So you could use that one too. And then advertise your results. So when you get big results for your sellers, advertise that you did. And I call this marketing your marketing. So you're marketing yourself. And we say a lot that, you know, people really don't care about what we do, but they do care when we sell a home in their neighborhood, or the sellers care that we sold their home for them. So there's a time and place to advertise your results. And I thought this was a good one. And then we have Zillow ads. Wow. Zillow ads are worth copying. So learn from Zillow on how to target relevant keywords. Again, that pillow talk. Speak directly to buyers and sellers in the same ad. Choose the right call to action, and more. And this says, get a closer look at a home you love with virtual and in-person tours. And I think they stole this from me and Kane. Because if you remember a year ago, I know when some of your agents took our class, they have an ad with a virtual tour in it. And 3D tours have exploded in popularity due to the pandemic. And you can use your IDX and filter buy homes that include them in your next ad. And of course, if you have an Agent Formula website, we have 2 pages. One is search for virtual tour homes by price and different criteria. And then we have just you have all the virtual tours, and you can just sort them by price if you want to. But you can also search. We have a search page now for virtual tours as well. So and then it says request a tour with Zillow. Well, request a tour with Jimmy or Ruthie, and then it says book now. And so then it has everything that a person needs to complete the process. It shows you what they can see. It tells you that you can request it. And then it says, let's do it now, book it. So I think this is really good, really good. Well, see, with that book now on Facebook, you actually schedule it. Facebook has a scheduler. And or you could do what you said. Either way. You could say, message me, but book now. When you click on that, it actually lets you book it with a calendar and a time with the person who ran the ad. So that's really powerful too. Good point to bring up, Jimmy. And then we have feature outdoor space. Backyard camping for the win. This year, we needed room to spread out. 41% of people said they valued a large outdoor space. And of course, what they're doing is, the pandemic has changed what people search for and what they value in a home. And large outdoor spaces, more square footage, and home office searches are way up. Zillow is leaning into this with this ad. And you can too. You can do the same thing. So you can show people, click here to see homes that are over 2,000 square feet or that have a large backyard. And again, if you have Agent Formula, you can create that search and then like you said, do a bit.ly of that search page so that when they go there, they're only going to see homes that have big backyards or homes that have offices or whatever you choose to search for, and then copy and paste the URL and create a bit.ly. But yeah, I mean, this stuff is easy to do. I think sometimes we just need reminders. I think we're in the forest, right, Jimmy? We forget about what's going on out there. And then speak to both buyers and sellers. Ready for a change, you're in the right place. Zillow has the tools you need to get moving. And of course, you can say Frank has the tools to get moving, or Karen has the tools to get moving. And so they have here like a carousel ad, and that you flip through, and if you want to get all cash offers or you want to request a tour. So you're appealing to both in one ad. And I don't always recommend that, but in this case, it might be good because of the pandemic. Again, ready for a change. You want to sell, you want to buy. So I think that's a good strategy as well. And they do a carousel format, which is easy to do. And let's see if we have another one. Focus on pain points. Oh yeah. 0 home prep, 0 open houses, 0 days on market. They are saying, go with Zillow. We will get you the home that you want. You don't have to, first of all, you don't have to fix your home up. We'll buy it the way it is. And then we will find you a home and quickly. So they're buying the home, fixing it up, paying you right away. You don't have people invading your privacy, which are the 2 pain points. The 2 pain points, Jimmy, are the invasion of privacy. And then the second pain point is the stress of having to wait to find out if their house appraises or if the person is qualified, getting down to the 2 to 3, 4 weeks for the loan contingency. So Zillow takes those 2 pain points away. And they know that they're pain points, and so they're really advertising hard on this one. And here's one that, we do this in Agent Formula. We have landing pages for different price points. And again, if you can create your own bit.ly that goes to your website, or you can use the landing pages that go to your website. But it's all about the price, because people just don't want to, when they think about searching, they don't know how the search works. They don't know that you can specify a particular price. Now, most people do, but not everybody. But when you put it in front of them, like, oh, I just have to click here and I'm going to see all the homes between 300 and 500,000, you know, that, and I think that's too broad of a search, but I'd probably do a couple different ads instead of just one like they did. But anyway, the point is that, you know, you need to appeal to what people want and how much time you can save them, because that's your job, right? We save people time. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Thank you. That's a good point. Very good. All right. So now, Jimmy, I'm going to bring you back, and then let's see. Da-da-da-da. Are you coming? There you are. Hi. So one other thing I wanted to cover today, we're running a little over time, but there is a place where you can go and you can see all the Zillow ads. And you go to, let's see, I'll tell you where you go. You go to facebook.com/ads/library. And I lost Jimmy.
I'm writing it down. I had to get my pen.
Okay, I'm going to show the page.
Facebook.com/ads.
Yeah.
And how do I know which ones are Zillow's?
/library. Okay. I'm going to hide you again so you can watch. And I'm going to put myself in the corner and I'm going to go to the page. And I'm going to look on my phone to make sure that everybody can see what I'm doing, because this is really cool, everybody. So it's facebook.com/ads/library. Okay. And hang while I make sure that everybody can. Okay, everybody can hear me. Okay, so when you get here, Jimmy, can you see the screen? Okay, when you get here, there's a drop down for United States or whatever country you're looking for. And look, housing is one of the special ad categories. And then you might want to see all the ads in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, do you know that right now, effective August 1st, they launched 2,200 ads, real estate agents did. Is that amazing? In Las Vegas. Okay, so now let's see, there's a keyword here, Zillow. And let's see what happens. We can go down here. Okay, hold on. Let me back up here. Right here, see the little eyeglass, see me circling? Yeah, it's probably hard to see, but you can, let me increase it. Does that help? Okay, so I put Zillow in there. Z-I, yeah, in the keyword. And then you can search for Zillow ads. And look at all these Zillow ads running in Las Vegas, everybody. A lot of them. A lot of them. Let's see if it told us in my time. 140. But yeah, but depending on how much they're spending, and well, how much they're spending and if they're running them consistently makes a difference as well. So you can, but the cool thing is you can go up here and you can put Los Angeles, California, Jimmy, and you can find out Los Angeles, CA. Las Vegas, and okay, so out here. Okay, so Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, that's the 2200. So here's the other thing I want to show everybody real fast. So when you go down here, there's filters. You can do languages, all advertisers. Let's say, like, we were looking at Zillow. So look at all these people that add all these. I'm scrolling quickly because we're running out of time, but all these different people are advertising on Facebook. I don't even know how many there are. And then you have Zillow as one of the advertisers. So you could filter out just the Zillow ads that way also. Oops, more filters. What types? Who's using videos? Let's just seek out the video ones, right? So then you go down here and you say apply one filter. So now when you see this ad, like here's an ad that was launched. And the cool thing is, Jimmy, this is Eric Rodriguez, realtor. He's got a really cool ad. He's got all the things that we think are good, making things simple for people. He's got the money with the 300,000. Then he's got this virtual tour, and then you can send him a message. Now you can click down here on see the ad details, and you can see his whole ad, exactly how he did the ad. And then so this is a fantastic tool for people to use to be able to create ads. Because sometimes people don't know they haven't taken my class. When you take our class, we give you 4 ads, and we put them in your Facebook ad manager for you. But if you don't want to do that and you want to spend the time being creative or doing this, which is fine, this is where you can go to get ideas. There's 460 of the 2,200 ads that have videos. So that's 25% pretty much. All right. So let me get you back, Jimmy. No.
You think that's relevant?
No, but we recommend, no longer than 30 seconds because people's attention. Yeah. You want to be able to, what we do is like with the virtual tour ad, now they'll watch that, but then we give them a place to go and watch it again. Mm-hmm. Watch all the virtual tours that we've gotten for them. So these strategies, more and more people are using them. When I taught Facebook ads years ago, people thought I was, oh yeah, Ruth, right. Yeah, this is going to be something, right? Well, it is something. I mean, when you see 2,200 agents or 2,200 ads, because like, I think I saw Mary Kennedy with Remax, she has like 3 or 4 ads she's running. So agents are running even more than one of the ads. So it's not just 2,200 agents. So anyway, Jimmy, exciting information, huh? What do you think? Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, really good content today.
Yeah. And we are having a class.
Yeah, really good content.
Yeah, we're having a class on Thursday. And it's Be the CEO of Your Life. And we talk about how to structure your business. We talk about strategies for your business. And we talk about time management. Does that pretty much cover big topics?
Well, I definitely know that when I ask agents what they're doing, most of the time they say they don't know. So this is when they leave this class, they'll know what they're doing.
Yes,
whether they do it or not, it's up to them, but they'll know what they're doing.
Yeah, they'll know what they're doing. And Jimmy, are we going to see you tomorrow?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, cool. So
yeah, I think so.
All right. Sounds wonderful. Everybody, thank you.
That's my plan at this point, yes.
Hopefully you enjoyed this show today. There's probably 2 hours of content here, but we covered it pretty quickly. And see y'all later.
Yeah, a lot of really good content today. Thank you.
Okay, Jimmy, and good to see you. And we'll see everybody soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Likewise. Okay.
Can't seem to get it.